Okay, let's talk about overactive bladder and interstitial cystitis. We're going to look at the causes of it and the common unknown triggers, and then we'll look at supplements and lifestyle fixes. This doesn't factor in UTI and BPH, that's for another video, but the chances are this will work for them as well. Frequent urination has so many different causes, so I'll give you my example. I first noticed that I had it at the age of 6, and then it continued on and off for the remainder of my childhood and teenage years. And then I tried gluten-free and low-carb diet, and then the frequent urination resolved. I then got it again from eating high oxalate foods often, and then I reduced high oxalate foods, and then that resolved again. I had dysautonomia symptoms since I was 18 years old, and that had to be addressed as well. And other times I had B6 toxicity, then copper toxicity, got overactive bladder from both of them. I did the detox, and yeah, now they're resolved again. So yeah, lots of different causes, but you're in the right place because I learned some triggers and remedies along the way. Now, most of these trigger foods and drinks, you can just reduce them. You don't have to eliminate them entirely, most likely. Gluten and artificial sweeteners, though, they're mild neurotoxins, so even a small amount could trigger it. Make sure you're not making a staple out of high oxalate foods. There's a picture on the top right of the screen there. Look into high histamine foods as well. Most people won't need to cut them out entirely. A lot of health fanatics do spinach smoothies and celery juice daily. Those are extremely high in oxalates, so they're not meant to be consumed frequently. I'd say once or twice a week at most in moderate quantity. If you're drinking spinach smoothies every day, then you might as well try ketamine addiction. See which one wrecks your excretory system faster. A good way to tell what your personal trigger is. So out of the list, see if you have anything that you regularly consume. So one time I could just not figure out what was causing my frequent urination. During that time, I was drinking a lot of sparkling water. And I eat the same food every day, so that was like my daily treat, to have a simple sparkling water. Yeah, I stopped that, and then the frequent urination went away. So see what you're consuming daily and what you really like to eat or drink, out of this list, or something related to it, and try cutting it out. Same with the supplements. See if you've been taking any of these like a lot. Yeah, B6 can cause nerve irritation, so if you take too much for too long. L-serine and phosphatidylserine as well. They lower cortisol too much, so you get frequent urination. D-manuse and cranberry juice can cause overactive bladder too. Yeah, they're good for UTI, but a lot of people think they have UTI, but when they get tested, they don't. So you don't want to just assume that you have UTI and down a whole bottle of cranberry juice every day. So you can pick supplements by associated symptoms. Lactoferrin is good for general interstitial cystitis and UTI. That might be because it helps to escort out the excess iron in the blood. So if you get the high iron symptoms are, let's say, brain fog, cold hands and feet, maybe getting lightheaded often, and tiredness. Vitamin B1 if you have dysautonomia symptoms. So lightheadedness, tiredness, and exercise intolerance. Vitamin B5 as well if you have dysautonomia symptoms, or say if you feel angry often for no reason and have difficulty sleeping. Quercetin is, I'd say, if you have histamine intolerance, then try that. I'm telling you the associated symptoms because frequent urination has diverse causes. It's very rare for someone to have only frequent urination and no other symptoms. it's usually that they would need to look at different kinds of symptoms online and do some introspection. Low zinc would seem like loss of smell, taste, and appetite, maybe depression. Zinc chelates copper, so you'll want to take molybdenum with it. Molybdenum, I put it there to be taken with zinc. But say if you suspect copper toxicity or B6 toxicity, so you're getting anxious, irritable, or tired, then molybdenum might help with those, plus the frequent urination. I don't have comments on pumpkin seed extract because I haven't tried it myself, but there's good studies on it, and I've been told that it works well by various people. Cannabis, if it's legal in your country, then why not, right? Let's say if you have any of the offending foods that I listed in the previous slide, then cannabis seems to calm the nerves of the bladder. And sometimes you just need more sodium or potassium. Yeah, so that's all. Feel free to leave a comment, questions. Yeah, I'll leave a note in the description. See you next time.